Scorpio, this is tarot reading for the month of September. I can't see anything wrong with it. Looks maybe quite psychological, as many people's are during September. You're looking for something, searching for something. Again, many people are in September. Searching for answers, searching for ways to lead their lives, searching for new beliefs. Many people are on that same journey during this month. So, yeah, it looks like a September reading. Recent past, divine feminine. You were strong, you had understanding of your psychology and those of others, enjoyed the good things in life, but not from a selfish angle, wanted it for everybody, in touch with nature, very nurturing person. Right now, your world is changing massively. It is for most people, and I know it feels like there have been many changes. There's many more to come, you know. But yeah, your world has changed. It should bring with it luck. And certainly in the future, there does appear to be luck. Possibly you're by yourself. Possibly. It doesn't feel... that doesn't feel like a big negative, though. What leads to the outcome is you celebrating. Now, this comes before the luck, but celebrating with family and friends, so we don't quite know what it is. What would change the outcome is you seeking, and yes, I'm beginning to understand this now. Remember I said that it's about you seeking something, maybe seeking answers. Well, you seeking answers in religion or some sort of formal system of seeing things, or if you go with the energy from the celebration, then it sees you looking for those answers within inside yourself, which is no bad place to look, to be honest. You might miss some opportunities as a result, but it's not a bad thing to be doing. So let's get into it. It looks interesting, but nothing too disturbing. Very much the energies that I'm feeling for all signs during September. Now, you must be aware, Scorpio, that these are times of tremendous change. Change in the world, but challenges, I think, to our beliefs, challenges to the way that we should lead our life. And most signs are seeking answers, seeking inspiration, seeking information on how they must change, particularly maybe change their belief systems. It's almost a restlessness that we've all got, that we're looking for this something that will guide us, as it were. Because what seems to have guided us in the past looks to be completely wrong, looks to be erroneous. We no longer have faith in what we used to have faith in, I suppose. And you're certainly a part of that, Scorpio. And I say that we sort of are being called to change our beliefs and to change the way we live our lives. And most people, it would seem, are being encouraged to find their divine feminine. But you appear to have found that in the past. Does that mean that you're being encouraged to move on further from that? I have to consider that's a possibility, but I also have to just consider that Even once we found it, there is still more change to come. Do we ever stop learning? There are still things to seek. So what is this divine feminine I speak of? Well, certainly in touch with nature, nurturing, understanding of our own sort of deep psychology and those of others. A love of the good things in life, but wanting to share that joy and beauty with everyone. So a very motherly type of energy. So you've already got there, and I think that leads to change that's happening right now. Say the divine feminine, or adopting the beliefs of the divine feminine, leads to change, and it's as though that's a lesson learned. So is there a further lesson after that? Undoubtedly there is, but I have no clue what it is after this. Are you ahead of the curve? Maybe you are, because a paradigm, if you like, has ended. You've learnt the lessons of it, and the lesson was to be more nurturing, more loving, and you've learnt that. And you're starting a new paradigm, a new cycle, and with that should come luck, or with that will come luck, I'm sure. But what is the direction you're being pushed towards now? I don't know. And almost certainly that is what you were seeking. And I say with this change should come luck, and in the future we do have luck. You've got multiple blessings. Multiple blessings. Could be that you're by yourself. Does that mean a loss? I can't see any indication of loss here. Can't see any indication of a lost love, a lost family, or what have you. But maybe you are on your own. But you seem happy, and you seem to have been provided with everything you need. That you've put your hands in the universe. The universe is blessing you with sufficient. What more could you ask for, Yeah. And, as I say, in the future you're going to be met with good fortune. You could be alone, but you're celebrating with family and friends. But this comes before that good luck. What are you celebrating? Are you celebrating that you know that you've moved on? Seems premature. It is with family and friends, so I'm not so concerned that you're alone. I'm not so concerned. We don't know for sure that you are alone, but the blessings don't seem to be the sort of blessings of family, but maybe you've already achieved that because, you're nurturing. Maybe you've already got that from the divine feminine, and now you're celebrating moving on even further. Now you yourself don't know where, but you can feel it's a good thing, and why not celebrate? Why not? Now, I've just had a thought. It's nothing that big, it's nothing that profound, but that tells you how I'm not concerned by the energies at all in your reading. And that is that celebrating could be indicative of a degree of hedonism. Not that I'm putting it down, but the alternative would be, and that leads to the outcome, and I think the outcome is, broadly speaking, the same as this, what comes from this particular energy. It's just that they're a little bit different, and that is, this energy is one of seeking answers, probably within a formal religion. It could be spirituality, it could be just a formal sort of system of understanding the world, but a way that is shared by others. And if you immerse yourself in that, rather than, hedonism might be putting it too strongly, but maybe you abandon this sort of celebrating, this hedonism, if you follow this. But you're still seeking the same thing. You're still seeking, where do I go from here? What do I make of it all? And I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. I really don't. And I'm not sure that religion has the answer for you. So the alternative to religion is that you seek these answers within, and I think ultimately that's where answers do come from. So maybe religion, and I'm not going to put anybody off religion because I'm deeply religious myself, but maybe religion is a diversion on this journey. I mean, I've certainly come to the conclusion that the views of others all too often are diversions. Now, I need to tell you that I'm a Muslim, and I'm not saying this lightly, but I've come to the conclusion that listening to what most people think is Islam, and what many Muslims themselves, I think they're a minority, well, I'm sure they're a minority, but what a very vocal minority of Muslims believe is Islam has got nothing to do with Islam or religion at all. This isn't the time to talk about that. So I think going inside yourself and looking for answers is absolutely the right thing to do, because you are seeking, where do I move from here? You've learnt the lessons from the past, but what is next? And you really don't know, and maybe you don't spot quite where you should be going because you're so deep inside yourself, but it'll come. So we can conclude for you, Scorpio. There's no need for clarification. We can conclude. Scorpio, you'll be acutely aware, I mean, we all are, this is a time of massive change. And we're all being asked to change. We're being asked to change not only in our actions, but our beliefs. And it's about learning from the past. And we're being confronted with problems, if you like, tests that we need to get through in order to move on to a new paradigm, as it were. Now, you are moving on during September, because I think you already learned a very important lesson from the past paradigm, and that was that the way to lead your life is through the divine feminine, by being motherly and nurturing. And yeah, that change is occurring for you in September, and it brings with it luck, good luck, and that comes after September. The good luck could see you by yourself, but given the nurturing and given other things, it doesn't feel like a problem for you if it is. Or I think it might just simply be that it's you have reached this new paradigm, but maybe some around you haven't. It could simply be that. Your loved ones. And I don't think that is a problem for you at all. But what you are doing is you are seeking out Because you know you've reached this conclusion in one paradigm and moved on, but you don't know where you should be moving to. And I have to say to you that because you've already gone through the divine feminine, I can't tell you. I don't know. I haven't had any indication of where any sign should be moving past the divine feminine. You're celebrating with family and friends. Maybe it's because you know that you've reached this conclusion. I don't know. It's not that you're celebrating these blessings, because they come after the celebration. Unless you can feel it, unless that's what it is. You can feel that something good is coming and you're just celebrating in anticipation. And if you do celebrate and you use celebration to move yourself forward, you will find yourself going inside yourself seeking answers, and that's undoubtedly the best place to find them. Undoubtedly it is. Maybe an answer is out there that you miss, but nevertheless it's got to be a very, very good approach to finding the answers of what you should be doing and how you should be moving now. I think something of a red herring, and I don't want to put anybody off religion at all because I'm deeply religious, but something of a red herring is that you pursue religion for these answers. And I don't think that others hold the key to where you need to go now, including myself, because I know no further than the divine feminine, and you're passing through it. So pat yourself on the back, Scorpio. You're doing very well.